his album is Dissecting Table, Human Breeding. This came out on Release Entertainment, and you guys know how much I love Release stuff. Anytime I see something Release Entertainment that I don't have, I pick it up. So this one I've had for a little while, but still fairly recent. Dissecting Table is a Japanese band, or just one guy, I guess, but very underrated, not talked about as much as a lot of the other Japanese noise bands or noise artists. And this is cool because it fluctuates from so many different styles. Like some of it's kind of just straight up industrial, some of it's pure noise, some of it's some kind of weird hybrid of both, some of it's kind of death industrial sounding. Yeah, these guys, or this guy I should say, super underrated. He's got a couple, like tons of albums, but this one came out on Release, so of course I grabbed that one first, and I'm hoping to get some of his others. He's got one called Life that also came out on Release. If you like Japanese noise stuff, this is really cool because it kind of goes from more structured to totally chaotic and kind of all the spots in between. A little more varied, a little more dynamic, a little more memorable than I think a lot of the Japanese noise stuff. That's Dissecting Table, Human Breeding. Last but not least, we have Decapitated, Anti-Cult. This came out in 2017, and I was hesitant to check it out, to be honest, because I haven't been a fan of Decapitated since they changed their sound, unfortunately, after coming back from the very tragic bus crash. They came back with different members, and it just wasn't the same. You know, it was more of, I don't know, a little too modernized sounding for me, maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, I still have, like, even though I've still, just out of, you know, respect for the band, I've checked out everything they've done. And so I did finally check this out here recently, and it's really kick-ass. Like, it's not the old Decapitated, not by a damn sight, but it's a really kick-ass hybrid of groove metal and death metal. And I think a lot of people would like this. You know, if you're into something like, if you're into like death metal, or if you're into something like Pantera, even, I think you could get into this. Very cool hybrid, just like a heavier groove metal with death metal elements. And you know, again, it's not the old Decapitated, but you know what? You got to move on, man. And I love that '90s groove metal sound, so I'm all for bands picking up that and being influenced by that. So again, yeah, Decapitated, Anti-Cult. It's different. It's not what you'd expect from Decapitated if you're only a fan of the early stuff, but it's good in its own way and in its own right. So I would give this a listen. It kicks ass. Quite frankly, it's, you know, as far as groove metal stuff goes, most of the, I don't really like anything past about 2001, but this just kicks major fucking ass. So definitely check it out. Decapitated.